Hi Pisces, this is your September 2018 love and relationship reading. And the first message card that you have is self-worth, and that was actually a jumping card. So I clarified that card because I wanted to know like why it jumped out the deck. Like I was shuffling the deck and then that card just like jumped out and it just fell on the floor. I had to get up out of my seat and go get it. So I'm like, okay, this is a message that Spirit wants someone to hear. Now, clarifying this card was the Three of Swords. Okay, deception, frustration, jealousy, broken heart. I'm feeling like someone is definitely toying with your feelings, and they're making you doubt your self-worth. That's how I see these two cards, being as though this Three of Swords is clarifying it. I'm feeling like you're in a third-party situation, or you're trying to get yourself out of a third-party situation. Of course, because you don't want to be in it, you don't want to deal with that. But whoever you're dealing with, it's like they're not leaving you alone. They don't want to leave you alone. For some of you, I'm feeling like this person, they want to have their cake and eat it too. So it's like them toying with your feelings is making you doubt yourself sometime. But you know what? The thing about it is, like I was getting this message from Spirit that they know your worth. They know what you're worth. They know that finding another person like you is rare. That's why they won't walk away. You have to know your self-worth. They know it. They know you're a good person. They know you can take care of yourself. They know you don't really need them. They know you stand on your own 2 feet all the time. Shit, you may even help them out. And I'm feeling like this is why you're so pissed off. And this is why you're so brokenhearted, because I feel like you've done so much for someone. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, because the swords are here. It could be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius that you're dealing with, but it doesn't have to be. But I'm feeling like you did so much for this person. You've put so much energy, time, and love into this relationship, or into this marriage or friendship, whatever it is that you have with them. And they keep playing games. But trust me, they know they can't afford to lose you. Okay, and I'm not talking about money wise. I'm talking about emotionally, physically, like everything, abundance, period. They know that if they lose you, they're not going to find anyone else like you. And that's why they're holding on. But this card is trying to tell you, know your self-worth. Don't just put up with anything because you're deeply in love with someone. Because this person, it doesn't have to be a woman. Just because a woman is on the card, because these cards are not gender-based. It could be a male or female. But this person is holding on to this heart so tight. And then there's another one sitting right here on her shoulder. So this is a person who wears their heart on their sleeve. And their love runs deep. And Pisces, you guys are like that. When you love someone, you really get into them. And you expect for them to give the same love back to you. And when you don't get it, you don't understand it. Okay. All right. So that was your jumping card. You had some other jumping cards too, but they were tarot cards. But that was your message jumping card. And I just felt like I needed to clarify that for some reason. Okay. So the other two cards you had was vision and honesty. So you want honesty from this partner is what you're looking for. And I'm feeling like you're struggling to get it. Like, you know the vision that you have. You actually want to be with them. This is not someone that you want to walk away from. I'm feeling like this is someone that you feel you have to walk away from if they don't start treating you like you deserve to be treated. You don't want to walk away from them. You just want them to be honest. You want them to stop playing games. But I'm feeling like there's something that you're not getting. And with this vision, I see this card in a couple of ways. I see this card as you knowing what you want and not getting it. You know how you want you and this partner to move forward. You see the vision that you want for you two. Okay, if you're not married and you're in a relationship, you want something stable. You want something committed. You see that. But then also, do you see this moon? This moon looks really weird, really clouded. Like, I'm feeling like there is a lot going on in this relationship or in this marriage that you're just not aware of. But I do feel like you're trying to get to the bottom of something, but someone won't be honest with you. They won't tell you the truth, so you're struggling with it. All right, let's just get into your cards and let's just see what else we have here for you. I'll just put these over here in case I need to refer back to them. All right, so these were the other two jumping cards you had. You have the Queen of Swords here, and you have the Four of Cups. So, like I said, I'm feeling like some of you are dealing with air signs, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And you could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, such as yourself. But if not, this is your energy. And you're dealing with someone who's trying to offer you one cup of love. And you're like, hell no. You're like, no, I'm not putting up with that. You're like, you're going to give me all four of these cups, or I'm not accepting anything. Whenever the Four of Cups pops up in the love and relationship reading, it's all about someone rejecting what someone is offering. So I'm feeling like you're rejecting this person. You may even be giving them a piece of your mind, because the Queen of Swords is here and she don't play. She's like she stay on ice, especially when something is wrong and it ain't right. And she knows, she like, I'm getting to the bottom of it. I'm cutting all of this out. Like, all of this foolishness, this buffoonery that's going on, like, we cutting this. Like, you know, if you want to be with me, you got to come correct. And no, you're not going to offer me one cup. There's 3 cups down there. There's 4 cups in total, but you want to give me one? You like, no, I'm not having it. So I'm feeling like you are approaching someone with that type of energy, and they're starting to see the real you. And it may even be a little scary for them, because I'm feeling like for some of you, now this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with each and every Pisces out there. But I'm feeling like for some of you, this is going to resonate, because this partner that you're with, they're not used to you acting this way. I'm feeling like they've done so much to you in the past that you're like, no, I'm not dealing with anything else. Like, you got to come correct or don't come at all. And I see an offering of love being given to you, but I also see your hands folded, or something wrong with it, or something about it you don't like. You're like, no. You're like, this is not right. You're just trying to appease me, or you're just trying to shut me up, or you're just trying to keep me around. But your intentions aren't really good, or if your intentions are good, they're not what I want them to be. You want commitment. You want stability. You want a family. And I'm feeling like you're struggling with a partner to get it. Okay, the next 2 cards I have for you is the Magician in reverse, and you had the Five of Swords. Yeah, see, I'm feeling like somebody either tried to one-up you per this Five of Swords and this Magician card in the reverse. Somebody was being manipulative, and you know it. And you may not be able to prove everything that was happening here, but you felt like you took a loss to someone about something. Like I said, it could be a third-party situation, because you did have the Three of Swords here. And the Three of Swords, you know, most times depict third-party situations. But I'm feeling like, you know, this person is trying to manipulate the situation, and you're just not going for it. You're like, no, you're not. Okay, you're not going to work your magic on me. You're not going to try to get me to stay around. You're just going to give me whatever you want to give me. But I know you were doing something. I just can't prove it. I don't have receipts, but I know what you was doing. Next 2 cards I have for you is the Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you're waiting for this person to come back around, or you're waiting to hear from someone. They could be far away. They don't have to be. But I'm feeling like you're waiting, like you have options. You know, this is not the Seven of Cups, but I also look at this as like you're looking out into the world, and you're like, you know what? I could be doing this. I could be doing that. But I'm sitting here waiting on you in a confused situation, feeling restricted in your thoughts, in your head. But just know, Pisces, that you're not really stuck, because whenever you get the Eight of Swords in a reading, it's mental agile. It's mental frustration. It's like mentally you're stuck. But you can free yourself. You have to look at things in another light. You have to look at them from another perspective. You have to first of all, you need to get selfish and put yourself first. I will say that. Okay. Now, you know, if this is not you feeling this way, Pisces, this could be a cross watcher looking in. This could be a partner watching this, and they're feeling this way about you. But whatever the situation, you're not stuck per this Eight of Swords. So don't feel like you are. You can move forward. You have to come out of your head. You have to know your worth. Okay? Know your self-worth. Like your message card said, they know it. You got to know it. You got to come into it. Okay? You know what you bring to the table. And I'm feeling like you shouldn't let anybody else come and comfortably put their feet up underneath the table if they're not bringing the same thing. And that's how you got to look at it. And that will bring you out of this Eight of Swords. Okay. The next two cards that I have for you is the Ten of Wands. And you also have the Temperance. So the universe is just trying to tell you that with this Temperance card and this Ten of Wands, you got to practice some patience if you want to keep this person around. Or you're trying to balance out a situation. I mean, I'm just looking at this from all angles. It's like, I'm feeling like some of you are practicing patience. I'm feeling like you're being really, really patient with someone because of this Ten of Wands sitting here. It's like, you know, you're feeling weighed down with problems, like a very heavy burden is what this relationship or this marriage seems like for you. And you just want it to be easy. Now, all relationships are not going to be easy, but you're thinking to yourself like, damn, do I have to go through all of this just to get love? Like, you know, this type of love, I don't want. And with this Temperance card, some of you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Okay, because that's a Sagittarius card. But if not, you're trying to bring balance into this situation. It could be money. Doesn't have to be love, but this is a love reading. So whatever comes out, I'm going to discuss with you. But because if it's not love, then you're trying to bring some type of balance into your situation. And you've traveled this long road to get, you know, where you're going. And you're like, when is it coming? I feel like some of you are struggling. And it's like all of these wands that you're carrying is like all of the struggles in this relationship that you've been through with this person. And you're carrying it. And you're like, okay, so when is things going to get right? Or do I have to walk away? But I see that you don't want to walk away. For some of you, I see that you're not walking away from the situation because the next two cards I have for you is the Fool card and the Moon. Two major arcanas back to back. So some of you are going to take a leap of faith and give someone else, give someone a second chance because you want this to work. But you don't even know where things are headed. Because this Moon card is here. So you don't know if you're headed into more deceit, more lies. You know, you just don't know what's going on. You know, your emotions are up and down. And you're just thinking like things aren't right because you can't really see clear. You can't really see things for what they are. But you know you love this person. So you're willing to give them another chance. For some of you, you're going to be taking a leap of faith this month and just, you know, trying to work it out because you really don't want to walk away. For some of you. The next two cards I have is the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you feel like someone either was or is being sneaky and they left you out in the cold. They left you out in the cold, or the situation that you're in is feeling delayed. It's like you want things to move forward, but it's not. And you may even be feeling like, okay, well, sometimes I feel like things are moving forward. And then sometimes, you know, I feel like, you know, things are stagnant. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn per this Five of Pentacles. And you want to come in from the cold, or they want to come in from the cold. Somebody wants to come in from the cold. But you feel like, why should I let you in? You're being sneaky. I can't trust you. I don't know what's going on. Like, be upfront with me. Be honest. Give me some honesty. And then we could talk about letting you in. Either you're doing this to someone, Pisces, or someone is doing this to you. Someone is leaving you out in the cold. Or at least you feel like they are. You may even feel like things have changed over, you know, the course of like a couple of weeks or a month. The next two cards you have is the Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah, see, somebody is playing games. Because you have the Two of Pentacles here where things are all up in the air. Somebody's trying to juggle two people. And then you have someone who's not willing to commit. Or if they are willing to commit, they want things to be on their terms. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus because it's the Taurus card. Okay, an earth sign. And they just want things to be how they want it to be. And you're like, hell no. You're like, no. Like, I've been down this road with you before. And if we're going to go back down this road again, it's going to be right, or I'm walking away. Because you got the Eight of Cups here, and you also have the Six of Pentacles. So you know that the situation is not balanced. I'm feeling like for some of you, this is dealing with money too. Because you may be in a marriage or a relationship where you're footing most of the bill. Or you make more than this person. And they may be promising you that they're going to come in And they're going to make things even, but they haven't done that. So it's like, it's all of these cups right here, but you're turning your back on everything that you've known. Yeah, this could symbolize some money problems here for some of you, not for all. But you're ready to turn your back on everything that you've known. You know, I'm feeling like some of you have history with a person and you've been with this person for quite some time, but you're like, no, I don't care. Like, you know, if you don't give me what I want, or if you don't at least try to meet me halfway, this is not going to work for us. The next two cards I have for you is the World card and the Page of Wands. So I do see somebody coming back in with something. I don't know if it's going to be good enough. I don't know if they're going to offer you everything that you're asking for, or, you know, what you feel you deserve. Because the Page of Wands is here and you have the World card. There's a cycle that's ending and a new one that's beginning. And also for this World card, I feel like some of you may be dealing with internet relationships or dating sites because of this world, this globe that's here. Okay, and that's for not everybody, but for some of you. I'm feeling like some of you are dealing with someone online, and this person just runs in and out and you have no idea what's going on with them. And then you have the Page of Wands here. So I'm feeling like somebody's going to reach out to you. Somebody's going to try to communicate with you some way, somehow, and draw you back in after having walked away from you, or having like not called you, or you haven't spoken to this person. But I feel like they're coming back in, Pisces. But yeah, see, you got the Ten of Cups here. And you have the Eight of Wands. Somebody's coming back in and somebody's going to promise you this. They're going to tell you they want this. And you're like, okay, you say you want that. Well, I want this. So what are we going to do here? Because I'm feeling like you want answers from somebody. Like you want somebody to tell you what, like where exactly you guys stand, like what their intentions are. And I'm feeling like they're not doing it. And this is what you guys can have. For some of you, I'm feeling like you can have this. But this person wants it on their own terms. They're like, yeah, we can be happy long as we, you know, long as we do things this way. And you're like, no, we're going to do things the right way. But you're going to hear from someone. You have this Eight of Wands here. Somebody's coming in. And then you also have the Page of Wands. That's communication and fast. Somebody may come back in unexpected, just talking to you and telling you about stuff, and you're like, where is all this coming from? Like, when I wanted it, you weren't ready to give it to me, and now here you come, and I'm really not trying to hear it. But somebody's coming back in with some communication, Pisces. So it's going to be up to you, because they're going to tell you this is what they want, the Ten of Cups. You know this is what you want. You know you've been working towards this. But I'm feeling like for some of you, because you have the Fool card, you're going to take a leap of faith with someone, and you're going to try and get this out of them, the Ten of Cups, or try to at least move forward, so that you can have the Ten of Cups, so you can be emotionally fulfilled in a situation that will bring some happiness into your life, like after all of this sadness that you've gone through with this person. Okay, so those are your messages that I have for your September 2018 love and relationship reading, Pisces. Please follow me, or, you know, I don't know if everyone, you know, everyone doesn't have Instagram, everyone doesn't have Twitter, but I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at My Cards Never Lie Tarot. I am also on Instant Go. So if you have a question and you want to reach out to me there, you can chat with me. You can message me your question and I'll answer it for you. And I will see you guys next month. Bye.